today on Traveling Young, we're gonna try
håndmad, smørrebrød.
We're the Youngs.
We've spent our lives traveling the world.
And in 2018, we moved from
Chicago, Illinois to
Copenhagen, Denmark.
Now we want to share with you
how our new lives abroad
Is keeping us young.
keeping us young.
are helping to keep us young.
Today we are in the Farm Butov and we are visiting Slagter Jesper, who's actually our own butcher. And after our small bowl video that we did a couple months ago, we had a lot of comments that we got the tourist versions of small bowl, the luxus. And so we are coming here today and our butcher has very kindly agreed to teach us what real Danes eat, the håndmad smørrebrød. And just to note, this is not in any way sponsored. We are not being paid to do this. We just really like our butcher. We come here all the time to get meat, to do smoking, and just cooking in general. So he's a really great guy. And so let's go in and learn some more about smørrebrød.
Welcome.
Thank you. So we're here with Jesper at Slagter Jesper. I probably said that wrong. How do you say it? Okay, Slagter Jesper.
Slagter Jesper.
Jesper is our butcher. We have been coming here for quite some time to get our meat. We love to smoke meat, and so he and his staff here have been helping us to do that. But today you're going to school us in smørrebrød. And so tell me a little bit more about the kind of smørrebrød that Danes eat every day. So this is something you grew up with really as a child. Everybody does, really.
Everybody does it,
Yeah.
yes. And we have people coming in every day to get the lunch. Same pieces,
Yeah.
a little variation, but the normal pieces like you know leverpostej.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
tried that?
leverpostej,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes, with the bacon or like the one with the salted meat on.
Yeah.
You know that?
Is that the rulpølse? Or no?
No.
This is a new one.
The
Okay.
leverpostej with the salted meat. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's called the
Let's try that.
veterinarian's night snack or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we'll try that one.
Yes, we will make it. Yeah.
But what typically is the most popular one that people come and get during their lunch? So what's a typical one that people would say that they want?
Leverpostej, frikadeller, fish with remoulade, you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, remoulade.
Yes, and rullepøls, you know rullepøls? Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
rulpølse.
Yeah. And egg and shrimp, you know that?
Yes.
Yes.
When they make smørrebrød, all of the things that go on top of the smørrebrød, they have made themselves. They've made like this is the rulpølse?
Yes.
Okay. So tell us about real Danish smørrebrød.
We'll keep it here. We keep it old school butcher style.
Yeah.
Yes, classic homemade cold cuts and homemade toppings, and that's what we can.
But these are still handmade, and I'm
Yes.
sure are beautiful. But they're much smaller than the ones that you
Yes.
would get like at Torvehallern that the tourists always see. And I'm sure the tourists are always like, "Oh, this is what smørrebrød is like." But really, it's much more, smaller.
It's designed to eat on the go.
Okay.
You can have it.
Yeah,
to
just
eat
be
it.
walking
You
and
could
eating
use
it.
fork and knife, but you also could take it by hand.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that it was meant to be like just walk with
It's
it and eat it.
an original idea.
Oh,
And then
okay.
it took a little bit more topping and stuff to make it nice. Yes.
Do you know what kinds are we going to be trying out?
We're gonna be trying different kinds of leverpostej with bacon and mushrooms and
Yep.
with salted meat on, 2 different kinds. And we're gonna try the fish and the egg and shrimps, the roast beef and the brisket.
Oh, brisket!
Yeah,
Oh no!
I know you like that.
All right, so let's get tasting.
All right, welcome back. We're very excited to
Yes.
actually do some eating now, and Jesper was kind enough to welcome us into his home for
His
this
beautiful
portion.
house.
Beautiful, and I love this table so much.
Yes, this table is amazing.
Thank you so much for letting us into your home to do this.
Yes.
It's super kind of you, and we're very excited about all that's been prepared and what we're going to taste.
Yes.
But you are our guide through this process. We need to know what should we, because we've learned in our last video that there's an order that you should eat smørrebrød.
Of eating.
And help us understand, where should we start? And what is the right way to do this?
Yep.
Well, there is no right way, but normally we will start with the fish.
With the fish.
With the fish, it's like the appetizer or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we keep on with the meat
and so from
and end with the cheese if we had any.
And we fish-wise, we have the plaice.
Yes.
Is that plaice? What is this fish?
It's what do you call it? A flat one.
It's like a white fish.
Yeah.
And then we have the shrimps.
Yes.
And then is there any other fish on here? Okay.
No, that's it.
Okay.
You know my feelings on fish.
You're gonna have a little taste.
Yeah. Oh, I like this one actually.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's start with this.
You normally take the little lemon and squeeze it out on the top, and
there's a tomato too.
Yeah.
And is this something that appears also like at Christmas lunches?
Yes.
And so this is a very traditional.
Absolutely.
That would be almost anywhere there will be smørrebrød. This will be on the plate somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is one of the ones that I do like. I actually do like this fish.
Where did you get the your bread from? Does that come from a local?
Yes.
Yeah.
Our neighbor.
Your neighbor?
Yeah. The baker.
The baker right next to your shop.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Very good. I find that if you fry something, it solves any.
Got a little crispy outside and the remoulade to take the worst. And
and it's thin. It's not super thick.
No.
Yeah, but I think even without the remoulade, it would be really good.
But I didn't have very much. I'm not a huge remoulade fan.
Josh.
I know. I'm sorry,
How dare
guys.
you?
And you could make them bigger with shrimps on, and you have the steamed fish and the fried fish, and
So some people were saying that you could get the steam. Is that the shooting star that has the fried fish and then the steamed fish and then?
It is.
Okay.
How many ingredients typically would you have on? Like this looks like it's got remoulade, tomato. We put some lemon juice on it. Obviously the fish, some lettuce, and the bread.
Yes.
Is that kind of the?
That's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Any more is too much.
Any more? Yes, but you can put sprouts and things on it, but most people will
just take them off.
Take it off. So it's just to
visually
to show off a little bit.
Bean sprouts though, they're good.
Yeah, bean sprouts are good.
Also fish.
And when did the schnapps come in?
The schnapps, actually, you have to when we get the herring, you have to make it swim. Yes. So you can have the schnapps if you want.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having one. And you said this is from you told me earlier this is from a local.
Yes, a local guy, Henrik Elsner in Fredensborg.
Okay.
And she has a little distillery where he makes schnapps and gin. We have a lot of gin.
The gin.
Yes. And a lot of other things. She's very, very focused.
Yeah.
Oh, this is orange, fennel, and star anise.
Yes.
Well, I really like that
nice.
I like that you have all these local things. This is you've got local schnapps, you've got bread from the baker right next door. I mean, that's just.
Your table was made locally.
Yeah, you told us the table was from somebody locally. I mean, I love that.
I like it. We try in our shop to have a high level.
Yeah, you definitely do.
And we like other people who's trying that as well.
And supporting each other.
This is absolutely high level.
Yeah.
We have you saw the spices and wines and stuff, chocolates, and we're aiming for the high level.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, success, I think.
Yeah.
Skål. Oh, there's a nice sweetness at the end.
Yes.
It's
you can taste that orange.
It's not like it's not. I don't know, like if I take like we've had some of the Rue Alborg, and that's just like all schnapps, right? And there's no extra flavor of anything there.
Yeah.
This has a nice sweetness at the end and everything.
Really
round and nice.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that a lot.
Very good. This is the shrimp and egg, which we had one of these last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is
very traditional. Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, and this is another one of those ones where I always think like shrimp and eggs is gonna taste gross, and then I have it and it's so good.
it's an interesting combination.
It's a nice pairing. Yeah.
Do you know where that pairing came from? I mean, because it is interesting how some of these combinations came up, because it doesn't seem like obvious.
No, actually, I don't. It's always been there.
Just been there
in my time.
Yeah.
As much as I'm not a fan of fish, I do like shrimp and lobster and crab and shellfish.
This is good.
And it is a bit other flavor than regular fish. Yeah.
And we talked last time. Somebody explained this is in Denmark too. There's this thing called deviled eggs. Have you heard of this before?
No. Explain to me.
In America, you take a hard-boiled egg, but the yolk you mix with mayonnaise and things, and like paprika, maybe stuff like that, and then you put that back in the egg, and then that's called the deviled egg.
Oh yeah.
And that's a very common like appetizer at like big meals in the U.S.
And Josh, well, I don't know. Do you like them? Maya does
I like
not.
them.
Yeah, Maya does not like them, and so we would always have them at Easter. They're like you always see them on the Easter table. We even have these little trays that have like the egg shapes in them.
And you go to the store and you buy a tray
in.
that actually is molded to put specifically to serve deviled eggs.
And so on Easter Day, I was like, I really wish I could make some deviled eggs. And so I finally got so fed up. I was like, I'm just going to make them for myself. And I just boiled 2 eggs and made deviled eggs for myself.
And so last video I talked about how next time we have to try it and put shrimp, because it's almost, because this has mayonnaise and egg, it's almost the same stuff.
Same
shrimp is basically the only, and obviously the bread is the only addition to this, and it could be quite interesting.
Why not?
Yeah.
We could do a freestyle on that.
We could do a reverse smørrebrød and make the deviled egg and put the shrimp on top and like a little piece of
maybe you could take like some of the bread that's
you have the bread chips.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Put the bread chips on it. Yeah.
Reverse
that would be quite interesting.
That's nice.
Coming up with fusion ideas here.
Developing.
Yeah. So when you're selling, if you think about like what is the most sold smørrebrød? Is it herring? Is it, if you think about what you sell the most?
On daily basis? Egg and shrimps. The fish. The dyrlægen snapmad. Leverpostej with the salted meat. Yes, very much. Roast beef. What do we have? You have it there? It's
those are the most.
Yes.
Frikadeller.
Yes.
But is herring more seasonal then, maybe for certain? Because I know it's big at Christmas, for example.
For Christmas, it's a high, and Easter maybe, and for some special treats or something like that. But
now this one's different because it's fried and then it's pickled. Which is not what we've typically, because like when we went to the Frokost in Aarhus, it was just pickled.
It looked like a tongue.
Yes.
But that's marinated. Or spiced marinated or something like that.
Which that was good, and I liked it. So do we eat this with the skin on?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you did all the frying and all that stuff by yourself. So you prepared it, you got the herring, and then you did all the
Got the herring fillet with no bone. And then we put it in a little bit of raw flour and fried it and pickled it.
What? And he's just swim.
This one definitely tastes more fishy, like a fish.
Definitely.
It does.
Yeah.
But it definitely is the reason I can see why this is a critical component. But this is my own. As I always say, this is my own personal taste. So it's my I accept. But this is not common. Like in America, herring is nowhere.
No.
Maybe out in like New England and stuff.
It's not common. I mean, fish is certainly hit or miss. But typically it'd probably be similar to this like fried fish maybe. And maybe salmon is pretty common to smoke or bake salmon. But herring is, I'd never even had herring until I came here.
No.
And not because I was avoiding it, it just is never, it's never around.
We just don't really do, I mean, even out on the coast and stuff, you'll get like sea bass and, different ocean fishes, but
Yeah, but I don't even know. Yeah. Or
Sardines, like we do have sardines and stuff. Those are pretty big out on the coast. But so much of America is landlocked that it's just not, you know.
Just the coast areas.
Yeah, it's really only on the coast area.
And so this has leverpastei, bacon, mushrooms.
Yes.
And what is this gelatin called?
It's skyk.
So I think it's
Sky, okay.
It's bouillon with gelatine.
And it's cold, and it becomes gelatinized.
Yes.
So it's okay.
So I think for those Julia Child fans out here, this is the aspic chapter. Aspic is what I think this is. So.
And you sell just this that people will then put on stuff as well.
We sell a lot of it.
Yeah.
To put on leverpastei, on rullepølse as well, and dyrlægensnapper.
Yeah.
Okay. And is there something special about this leverpastei? Is it because I know there's different kinds?
There is.
Yeah.
Very old school.
Yeah.
We make it by hand.
Yeah.
And it's a recipe that's about 75, 80 years old.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
And we do it really old school.
Ah.
Wow.
Very smooth.
Yeah.
Yes.
And with the bouillon, the skew on top, it's really nice because that adds like a nice beefy flavor to it.
Yeah, it's interesting with the crispiness of the bacon and the smooth leverpastei and
The skew.
the skew, which is, I mean, it's all contrasting.
It just to add some flavor.
Yeah.
I like this much more than what we had in the previous.
Yes.
This is definitely, I mean, you could tell it's crafted in a very different way.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. And a lot of people will take it hot, the leverpastei out of the oven, and maybe on some white bread. And with the white bread and leverpastei, and maybe go into cardiac arrest. But that's very common.
Yeah, this is, I definitely like this much better than, it's still an acquired taste a little bit because it's different, but I mean, it's just super smooth. I mean, I could see this as like a spread.
Yeah.
Just spreading it on a piece of bread. It's just like a quick snack.
Like a lot of people do like a very thin layer on a piece of bread. And
exactly.
That's like a quick snack.
If anyone would do it at home, they will make it as a spread.
Yeah.
And with a little bit of
like
cucumbers or fresh cucumbers, that's nice too, or some pickle stuff.
I mean, it's amazing that you make all this stuff there. I mean, I've come in and bought, brisket and pork and stuff from you, but to know that all this variety is happening behind the scenes is impressive. I mean, I don't know how you accomplish all this.
I don't know either. But we have tried it for many years.
It's a factor.
And that's what we love to do.
That's
our thing.
Would it make sense to have the next thing on this plate while we're here?
I think so.
Okay. So
and you tried rullepølse before?
Yes, I've had rullepølse.
And what is that exactly?
It's the pork belly.
Pork belly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Salted, spiced, and with some onions. And boiled.
Yep.
And then there's a pepper and some bean sprouts.
Yes.
And then
a little more onion.
Scoop.
Yeah. And scoop. Yeah.
Scoop.
Some people take it with the Italian salad as well. With no scoop and onions.
The Italian salad.
And that's classic rullepølse. Very, very classic. We make different kinds. We also have a smoked one with parsley in it. We have with extra pepper around, and you can make a fried one, and that's different. But
this one tastes like
the
it's
same piece.
Almost like Christmas spices. Like it's what are the? Well, I don't want you to give away your secret if it's a secret recipe.
It actually stands in our book, Top Secret Recipe. If you tell anybody, we have to.
I like the pepper as an extra.
Like
the crunch and the pepper
and
is
the
actually
flavor.
quite good.
And it's red. It's a little bit sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. So this is the Fresco Style, and it looks like it's got biscuit and Fresco Style and pickle.
Or it looks like
cabbage.
Nice and classic. Yeah.
And like some agurk. I said it.
And the cabbage we make, of course, ourselves, and the cucumbers. But we make it as a, what do you call it? Crispy cabbage.
Okay.
Not boiled.
Oh, okay.
So it's
still fresh.
It's a little bit crispy. Yeah.
I've never been a fan of cabbage really, but it's on a lot of stuff here.
It is.
Like if you have a Fresco Style sandwich and stuff.
We make a ton of them every day.
So I've gotten used to eating cabbage now. And I like it, whereas I didn't before because it wasn't something. I think, it's weird. It's as you get older, I feel like
you have changed your taste.
Yeah, you change your taste, but you also have to try stuff that you like.
Yeah.
The first reaction to anything new is typically, for me, I don't like it only because I'm not used to it. And it takes a while to kind of get used to new flavors and new things. And red cabbage is one that I'm now getting used to, and I like it.
Nice.
So many different flavors in all these foods.
Yeah.
My brain is trying to process all this, but it is good, and I like Fresco Style.
It's very classic too.
Yeah.
Fresco Style. It's.
This does have the butter on it.
That's probably my favorite new food.
Is the Fresco Style.
Yeah.
Which we haven't made like a whole roast.
Yeah, we've never made it at home.
You didn't?
No, we haven't yet. No, I need to try.
You have to try that.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, there's really good places to get sandwiches and stuff that we, get on occasion.
It's classic. We make a ton of sandwich every day. We can make it with everything we have, but 95% says Fresco Style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I guess as a non-Dane that feels like, because the word is interesting, the food is different and interesting, it just kind of checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
As a non-Dane, as being like something that we just associate now forever with Denmark.
Danish, yeah.
If there's no swear pudding, there's no crackling things, we're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, that just doesn't. That's what I think is, it's one thing to have different like vegetables that you just don't ever see.
Yeah.
Right? It's another thing to see like, pig prepared completely differently, like the same food made differently.
Yeah.
That's what's interesting to me is
there's completely different cuts too of meat that like there's cuts of meat I feel like that we have in the US that aren't like a ham. Like a ham in the US is not a typical cut of meat because it's the whole like shank.
Yeah.
And that's not something that you would typically have butchered here. So we usually get like the hamburger, is that how you say it?
Hamburg. Yeah.
And just kind of make do with that. But in the US, like a ham is massive. It's like the whole shank of the leg.
Normally we will cut the ham in the muscles and make smaller pieces.
Yeah. For us, it's like the whole big thing with the bone in the middle.
We can make that as well.
Yeah. We also had bigger ovens back home. You can prepare big things.
You will tell me, I will make you one.
Good to know.
Yes.
Brisket?
This is brisket.
This is the brisket, then the curried, not curried pickles, but just pickles.
Just pickles.
And so this is what I saw. I feel vindicated because this is what I saw on the roast beef one time because it's different than remolo.
It is.
It's not the same thing.
But you can use it on roast beef as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. But it's definitely different. Like it's a lot more just like the pickles, and it's not so much mayonnaise. So
there's no mayonnaise.
Yeah, there's no mayonnaise.
But remoulade is the pickles
plus
fine chopped with the mayonnaise.
Yeah.
And these are bigger pickles, no mayonnaise.
No.
Yeah.
And how did you prepare the brisket?
We salted it.
Yeah.
Nice and simple, and boiled it, and that's it. Classic cold cut as well.
Super good.
That's so good.
What is brisket in Danish? What is the cut of meat that you'd make brisket from?
It's a spidsbryst.
Spidsbryst.
Yeah. The front part of the chest.
Yeah.
Because people have asked us because we have a dog named Brisket. We make brisket. But I don't know what it's called in Danish if somebody were to go to a butcher and say, in Danish, what would they ask for? So it's good to know. Thankfully, you know what I'm saying.
Yes, but you will ask for spidsbryst.
I do like the Italian. The Italian salad looks like it's like peas and maybe potatoes.
Peas and asparagus.
Oh, it's white asparagus.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
And mayonnaise.
Yes, and carrots.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, this is classic håndmad style.
Yeah.
With not a lot of.
Not a lot of ingredients.
No.
Very simple.
What is? So you said it was peas, and what is this sauce in the Italian?
It's just mayonnaise.
Just mayonnaise.
Yeah, mayonnaise when you can spice it up with some salt, pepper, and a little bit of sour.
It's really good.
Yeah, the ham is very good.
Thank you.
I feel like I got more ham than anything in my bite, which is fine. Ham is very good.
Not complaining.
It's smoked and it's boiled. Salted first, of course. And we made it in the shop.
You smoke everything in the shop?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we do.
How long did it smoke for?
It's a medium heat smoking, and it's about 2 hours, something like that.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And smoked the same way with the bacon or hamburger, or same style.
I almost feel like because I like the ham so much, I feel like I want less of the other stuff so I can taste more of the ham.
Oh, yeah.
Because the ham is so good. I feel like just ham and pepper
delicious.
and sprouts and the the rye bread would have been perfect just so I can get that smoked ham.
You would typically do that when you're at home.
At home,
Make a simple meal.
Yeah.
Not all the fancy.
Yeah.
Just the ham.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all these interesting kind of flavors that contrast with one another. And I feel like we've had so many different ones. Like in a normal smørrebrød meal, how many different types would a normal person have?
This size, 3, maybe 4.
Yeah.
And the big ones, 2.
2,
Yeah, 3 maybe.
Thank you for everything. This has been fantastic.
It's been amazing.
I mean, this is a different experience, I would say. One, because this is, you could tell it's made with care.
Yeah.
And versus, not that it's not made with care in other places, but it's definitely a different experience coming to, butcher and having somebody like a local business make this for you. So, and that experience has been great. But also you taking your time, helping us understand what we're eating has been super cool too, instead of us just randomly trying to figure it out as we go along.
I think we just did the typical tourist thing, honestly, and just went to a place that we knew had smørrebrød and just kind of picked whatever and didn't really think about it and didn't think about the combinations and stuff. And so now we've been able to like really understand what smørrebrød is and how it's put together, and so that's been amazing to get that information and education.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You want to say anything about your shop before we go? You're in Farum.
I'm in Farum, yes. Farum Bytorv, a small mall in Farum. And as I explained, we are handcrafting all our goods ourselves, making sausages, spejepølser. You know spejepølser?
No.
No, you don't.
What is spejepølser?
We knew. We do now.
Very classic Danish German style.
Nice.
And we make a lot of specialties as Italian coppa, the hams, brasaulas.
Yeah, your case that you have is absolutely gorgeous. Like every time I walk in, I just want to destroy our bank account and like buy everything.
Knock yourself out.
Buy it all.
And now that we got a sous vide recently, so now we can smoke and sous vide, which even expands our options even further.
We have to talk about that.
Yeah, but you also have all of the spices that I was talking to your wife about. That you've got those really nice, and they're made by a Danish company as well.
It is.
The spices there, and then you've got the wines and the gins, and you've just kind of got everything there that you need for a really, really nice meal.
We do.
So definitely go to Slagter.
Link in profile we'll have, or in the description. We'll make sure you know where to find it.
Yep.
And thank you again, even more to let us in your house.
Yeah.
And to do this with us, we really appreciate it.
Definitely.
So, and thank everybody for watching. We always appreciate you guys as well.
Thank you.
And we've got all kinds of things planned that I say that sometimes, and that just means we've got ideas. We'll figure out what it's going to be. Ideas in our head. We'll execute on them in time.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
My fork.
Oh, I changed my fork again.
Don't switch the fork.
No, I'm sorry.
It's like crossing the streams in Ghostbusters. Don't do it.